Hey there, hi there, everybody. So, this is part 3 of the Muppet Treasure Island quests right here. I've got most of this already done already. I did most of mine in Tier 4. That's actually probably good as is. Most of them in Tier 4. Got the loot out of Tier 4 with the 6-star shards, most of the Tier 5 basic, most of the Tier 2 alpha, a whole bunch of stuff. I was, however, one key shy before, and I wanted to get, I'm just double checking, got everything here, and I wanted to make sure that I got the 3 Tier 4 basic, because that is a very shiny prize, very spiffy prize, and besides, that stuff goes so fast. Alright, so I'm looking for A-bomb. But outside of that, that was the last thing I was really wanting and interested in going for here for Tier 4. The Sig Stones are nice. The added gold is nice, but for me, in the immediate short term, those Tier 4 basics are top priority. So I'm just going to finish up this path here real quick. Then I got a few paths to do in Tier 3. And I opted to do the Tier 3 as well because even though they've got things in smaller quantities, such as 6-star shards, such as Tier 5 basic, Tier 2 alpha, stuff like that, it still is the rank of materials, and it still is going to be very useful. Because I'm very low on everything. Had a wonderful, massive rank up to celebrate getting 1,000 subs not too long ago. And I'm very happy with those rank ups. However, because of that, that's exactly why I'm running low. So, it's definitely probably one of the easiest ways to slowly start to replenish that. I mean, you got the Glory Store, which is good and great and wonderful. That refreshes every 7 days, something like that, 8 days. Someone in the comment section are probably going to correct me. But, you get a little bit every now and again, which is good. But this side quest here has been absolutely sublime this month. I'm really going to miss it. So we'll have to see what they wind up doing here going forward for the next month and months to come. Because at the same time, we're losing out on this wonderful side quest. We're also losing out on the 3-month Summoner Appreciation login calendar. So, I mean, we got the 5,000 6-star shards that way. We got the 5-star Awakening that way. We got a whole heap ton of other cool stuff. But that. It's time for that one to move on. It's time for this side quest to move on, and then we can just enjoy having had it in the first place. There's really no rhyme or reason to any of these fights. I'm still using the questing team that I was using to finish up last couple paths of Cavalier difficulty, because I still have 2 paths left on that. Funnily enough, I wound up doing all the other difficulties. I think because I had that much energy left over, since it's a 5-week month, and this side quest requires no energy, so I got all the other difficulties done, but then I'm like, there's 2 days left. I probably should get on this, just in case. Because without the completion rewards anymore, all of it's tied up in the paths themselves and the final exploration. So definitely don't want to miss out on that. Get all them extra 6-star shards and even more Tier 5 basic. Alright, so that's that path right here. Let's see what we got for boss. Hopefully it's not a Diaper Man. Might be Diaper Man. Just in case it is. Alright, Wolverine. That works too. So what I want to do here for Claire, for Wolverine, just to be on the safe side, is to stay in my poison phase. And what that's going to do is that even when he gets his regen, just in case I don't nullify it right away, he's got the poison debuffs on him, which damper the amount of regen he's able to proc in a single go. But it worked out pretty good right there. I was able to get to the special 2. Now he's buff immune, so no more regen for Wolverine here. And now it's just lather, rinse, repeat. If you do have yourself a Clairvoyant and you have not finished up Realm of Legends, she is a wonderful choice for Realm Wolverine. Most champs at this point are able to take the entirety of Realm by themselves, but the Wolverine fight is always still super annoying because his regen and his heals are through the roof. Like, if he gets 1 regen on him, he can easily, you know, bring back half his health. He gets 2 regens on him, he's back to full health, and it's back to square one. So Claire's an excellent option for that, again, because of the buff immunity, and then, you know, for the same strat, just keep poisoning him to reduce the effectiveness of that regen. So there we go. That's a wrap on the Tier 4 difficulty. Got those 3 Tier 4 basic, very nice. Very happy with that. Now, let's dive here into Tier 3. Yeah, I'm still going to keep the same team. I'm lazy. So let's see what we got. I got a Tier 4 basic right there, which is nice. SIGs, Tier 4 class shards, another Tier 4 basic. First thing I'm going to do is get that featured 5-star. Just because it's too good to pass up, and it's only a 1 key required path, so that is Iron Patriot I'm looking for. Do that, do that, do that. Do this, open that. And then obviously because it's the Tier 3 instead of Tier 4, these fights are going to be a little bit more straightforward. But, I mean, I've been yammering this whole time about what I've been going for, and I've, you know, mostly the rank of materials, and then the shards, or the whatchamacallit, the crystal shards, as like a second bit, a backup bit for whatever I had left. What'd you guys go for? I mean, there's the platinum pool piece, which I think a lot of people were excited for. But, you know, they did a really even split between rank up materials and character shards. So, what'd you wind up going for? And, if you're going for the character shards, what'd you wind up getting? Put that down in the comment section. I'd love to check it out. Or if you've been hoarding the 5-star, 6-star, 4-star shards, whatever it was, I wish you the best of luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. You guys can't see it because my ugly mug is in the way, but we got some network issues. Brilliant. Today is update day, presumably. Cheers, all. So I'm hoping that doesn't factor into any of the game consistency. There we go. I mean, I'm sure inevitably it will. It always does seem that there are a slew of bugs that come with each update. They fix a bunch of stuff, which is wonderful, but there's always seems to be something that goes awry, unfortunately. So, have to see what that all is. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. I will most happily take that. Do I have another? No, I don't. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I don't remember if I had finished the last objective or not. So we got an Emma here. Emma's always so much fun for her diamond form nonsense. But, just playing around that, she's relatively squishy outside of it. That and, you know, it's kind of an unfair matchup to boot, but I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. There you go. Have to open that up later. It won't be this opening for this stream, but it will be coming up here pretty quick. I am going to be doing a big... let's do this one, actually. A big opening for a crystal cleanup coming up. So I'll probably throw that into the mix too, amongst a bunch of max SIGs and map 6-7 stuff, some tier 5 CC. So be on the lookout for that. Which brings me to shameless plug number 1 of the stream here, guys. If you haven't already, I do cordially invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out, and hit that notification bell. Just talking about the crystal opening video that is going to be coming out here in the next day or so. So by hitting that notification bell, you can stay on top of when everything drops and be one of the first to check it out. Alrighty, come on, Nightcrawler. And doink, yoink. There we go. All I had to do is get 1 degen on them, and spores did the work for me. So we got a Hawkeye, which, I mean, again, as a class advantage, plus poor dude only has 3600 PI. So squishy. So squishy. Wouldn't mind getting a 6-star version of Hawkeye, though. Would not mind that at all. I've got a very peculiar wish list in terms of champs. Very peculiar. I had a number of people asking me on my last 6-star crystal opening why I had Joe Fixit up on the wish list. There we go, Diaper Man. And that is not a misnomer. That is a very purposeful thing. I really do hope to pull Joe Fixit as a 6-star. Not because he's broken or people are sitting on some ridiculous ability that no one's aware of or any of that. I just want to play him. You know, I used to play him all the time for map 4 AQ. Come on, Dan. There we go. For map 4 AQ, and he was pretty reliable. I mean, granted, this was a while back when, you know, map 4 AQ was the highest AQ that you could play. But, yeah, but between his poison immunity and a fairly reliable-ish healing factor, that's a big plus. Alright, so let's see what we got. I got some tier 5 basic. Probably go for that next. And then probably the 2 for right up there. And I have 1 path up there that I have yet to do. So actually, let's go for that one that... It's right here. Get that tier 5 basic. Now, I also know that I said this in the last video too, but if you didn't wind up seeing that one or whatnot, definitely want to reiterate that I really, again, I love the side event. Best side event they've ever done. However, from a design standpoint, I wish that it would have been, you know, you could warp to each of the different paths instead of having to march step by step by step down the middle. Just to speed things up a little bit, you know. Hey, I'd like to go to warp point here and then warp to this path, this path, this path, and then just go straight away there. Because slowly inching down the middle path, especially if what you're looking for is at the very end, it's going to take you a minute. It's going to take you a minute. Just as like a minor little quality of life thing, you know? And you can't go wrong with that. I have to look up sometime too, off stream. So I forget when Venom 2 is slated to come out. Like if that was one of the movies that wound up getting postponed, or it was just always slated to come out end of this year or next year or whatever. Because it does look interesting, does look intriguing, you know. I enjoyed the first one well enough. a little silly at times, but overall, I mean, it's pretty good. It was entertaining, I'll give it that. It was entertaining. Do that and that. Brilliant. Brilliant. Alright, so that's another path down in the books. Got that tier 5 basic. So let's see, what should we do? Got what, 4 keys left, right? And I needed 3 for right here, 1 for this path, 2 for right there. And that one's open already. Well, let's go get that open one. Just so I don't forget it. It's one of those things where, I opened up, I wanted to go down the path that required 2 keys, and then went down the path that required 2 keys, and then forgot that, hey, I actually opened up something else too. Good idea to jump on that before I forget, right? Because it's just free loot at that point. It's just free loot. I'm looking for a panther. But see, this is what I'm talking about, marching each and every step down the way. You can't just get where you want to go. You gotta say, no, I don't want to go down this path. No, I don't want to go down that path. No, I've been here already and there's no point in doing it twice. Stuff like that. Come on. Should do it. Yeah. Yep. Speaking of weird champs, so Joe Fixit was on the list. Also on the list is OG Black Panther as a 6-star because of all of the ridiculous synergy options he has. So he synergizes with Storm for the power gain. He synergizes with Tigra for added bleed. He synergizes with Black Panther Civil War and Killmonger for added bleed damage, and he has a synergy with Storm Pyramid X as well. So all of those synergies not only make those champs better, and all of those champs are really solid now. Really, really solid. And, Storm X is my new favorite in the game right now. But also very usefully is that it turns classic Black Panther into a bleed machine. So I'd love to have him as a 6-star just to really be able to try that out, Or get him and wake him up twice, because I'm pretty sure his awakened ability increases his bleed damage. And, since I still don't have a Nick Fury, it's not a bad idea. I do have Ronin, and Ronin is a solid bleed option too now. But the thing with Ronin is that he needs to have a White Widow, like a KO'd White Widow, on the squad as well. Which is good, but then it starts veering off into whole different synergy teams and synergy families and whatnot, which is fine. It's just, I've got my favorites right now. So here we go, fighting Emma again. Trying something a little bit different this time with magic, but probably should have stuck with Omega, as this is a much slower slog. Magic being one of the more recent rank 5 rank ups. Threw maybe about 80 extra SIGs into her, which is well worth it. Her SIG ability is really useful. It just increases the rate that her limbo procs. What? No, dude. I do not want to double my tier 5 basic shards for 1100. No thanks. I will not be taking that. Alright, so let's go down and nab these ones. So I'm looking for Thor next. And here's how this is going to go down, guys. There's going to be a break in the video here coming up. It is just now ticking over 10 o'clock a.m. my time. which means that the new day's quests and whatnot are popping up, which means that it's very likely that I can get another key and do another path here on this stream, which will probably be the last key that I get. And then just, you know, call it quits on this whole thing and put it to bed. But we'll see. I don't remember from the mail or the forums from like over a month ago how long this is supposed to wind up going. Like if today is the last day, if tomorrow is the last day, or what. But either which way, you know, don't want to miss out. Doink, boink. Yeah, I love it. Just let the spores do the work for me. This is the first Tier 1 Alpha I've gotten outside of just quest rewards in a good while. I haven't been doing the Tier 1 Alpha Arena. I have fortunately found myself in a position where I have enough Tier 1 Alpha currently for my needs. So I haven't been going ham on the arena and whatnot, but again, I get a Tier 4 Basic out of it, plus I get the Tier 1 Alpha, so it's a nice little twofer. Do this. See who the boss is this time. See if it's somebody new. It is someone new. Very cool. So knock out the quick little reparry right there, so not only knock out his shield, but then get the stun on him as well. Get the degen going, because that's going to do a lot of work for me. Dex this, and this should be it. Yep. Brilliant. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So got that. Back out here real quick. Do that. And then I'm going to reset. Be right back. Pew, 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 pew. Nice. Alright, there we go. Guardian's down. Claim the last key here. Back out. Click through to another menu, and that's the only way that a menu pops up for some reason. I don't know. Cool. So, there we go. Last key. Very cool. So, moving right along. Just waiting for the thing to pop up. There we go. Cool. So, that means I got 4 keys left. So, let's go find... Probably do A-bomb. A-bomb, magic. What else is over here? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I want that half of a tier 2 alpha. So let's finish up here first. Magic's 1, so let's do A-bomb first, then magic, then hit the 2 on the other side, and that will be that. I mean, if the game wants to load and move me along, that'd be appreciated. That would be appreciated. Not Sue. No thanks. I'll be back for you guys in a minute. Do that and that and that. And here we go. Another path, another lather, rinse, repeat. Come on, big fella. We gotta do this dance. May as well be a quick dance, right? What a month. Doesn't it seem like forever ago that like we were just getting the first tease for Professor X and Apocalypse both? To me it does, at least. To me it feels like it's just been ages and ages. Like they've been, like Professor X has been in the game for ages and ages and ages. Apocalypse is still a bit too fresh for me. Still a bit fresh. Especially without an arena grind. But yeah, Professor X is just like, he's not old news because that's very negative. I'm very excited for Professor X. All what I'm saying is it just seems like it's been a while. That's all. That's all. Him and his wonderful cheesy special 2s with the power boost. Got that. Got that. And got that. Let's see, is it gonna be Archangel this time? Because I think Archangel is the boss for one of these, right? Nope. Mags. And I'm a metal man. It's nice that the magnetism doesn't kick in immediately as the fight starts. It gives it a hot sec. Well, I guess that kind of helps me out a little bit, doesn't it? Hey. I had that intercept. Yeah. Silly magnet man. You're no match for Gray Tentacle Man. Sweet. And replay. Go get that magic. For the added tier 5 basic. Just want to double check. Yep. Just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side. How about that magic for Cavalier difficulty, huh? That was a fun boss. Procking limbo left and right. I mean, the inverted controls are annoying. Manageable, but annoying. It's just that, you know, having the super chunky magic with the super chunky limbo damage, that's what could get you. Wound up playing around it with a couple different options. Archangel on one path for the 4-star challenge. I did Blade with Ghost Rider. Got around that pretty good. And then Magic once as well. Because she can't proc Limbo if she doesn't get the power. And bye-bye. Oh boy, I am so glad that I broke this up into 3 different segments. Because if I had just like plunk down and try and knock out an entire month's worth of all of these quests in one sitting, that would be like a solid 3-4 hour slog. Like non-stop. And that's quite the gauntlet. Quite the gauntlet. But with that, I am richer with tier 5 basic, richer with tier 4 class crystals, or shard crystals, same difference. I'm going to guess this is, I'm still guessing it's going to be Archangel. I want to fight that Archangel boss. Nope, no there will be. And then Storm Pyramid X I think is a boss, right? Because we've had a good little variety of bosses, but they're starting to double up now. And so long as it isn't like incessant amounts of Diaper Man, then I'm okay with that. Cool, cool. Replay. Alright, home stretch, guys. Home stretch. It's champion I'm looking at, right? Yep. Do this. Yep. Go get champion, because those are going to be the freebie shards. 2,500. It's nice. It's a nice amount. Quarter of a crystal. Got a big featured crystal opening up in a little bit. As soon as the featured 5-star pool switches over, I've got a whole heap ton of to open up. I'm going to be doing a crystal off competition, fun competition with my buddy Shermoy. We're just going to spin some of the new features and see what we get and who gets, quote-unquote, the best loot. And then I've got a number of crystals to open up on top of that, too. I think if I was to open up everything I have, I could open up something like 35 featured 5s. Like, I've been hoarding for months, guys. That's the thing. I've been hoarding for months and months and months. That's why I've got so friggin' many. But, you know, hopefully pull something a little spicy, a little interesting, right? Like, there's a few 5-stars I'm looking for. You know, Hit Monkey would be brand new. Professor X would be brand new. Dragon Man First Time Awakening would be brand new. So, I mean, there's cool stuff. And then, especially, hopefully, they throw some of the throwback 5-stars into the mix as well. You know, your War Machines, your movie Visions, your OG Captain Marvels, or Ms. Marvels. Hopefully something. Classic Daredevil. Love Classic Daredevil. Hopefully. Because I would actually really like him as a 5-star, much more so than a 6. Like, I'd take a 6, obviously, because it's new champ and arena points and all that. But I'd really like the 5-star because it'd be a lot easier to awaken him, for one, and then to put a bunch of SIG levels on him as well for the added evasion chances. Alright, well, you got the degen on him, so that was the important thing. Is this going to do it? Yep. Brilliant. Brilliant. Last path, guys. Last path. Because say what you will about his damage output, and you can say a lot because his damage output is very underwhelming. By modern standards. Very underwhelming. His awakened ability, especially at max sig, fantastic. If you're fighting somebody with annoying to dodge specials and they don't have True Strike, Classic DD is your best bet. You got other options. I mean, Tiger can dodge most projectiles now. Ghost can phase through them. You know, Ronan's got an evade just in case too. I mean, there's other options now, but in terms of like tried and true, and network issues. Alright, come on. Come on. Doink. Yoink. Beautiful. I would also be curious to look at some of the old spreadsheets. I'm curious about a lot of things. But in this time around, I'd be curious to look at the original spreadsheets that people put together. I'm not sure if it was like BG that put it together, but I do remember seeing on the forum someplace someone laid out like all of the loot that you can get, and then like the totals, right? So like exactly how many tier 2 alphas you could get, exactly how many 6 stars you could get, 5 stars you can get. Tier 2 Alpha, Tier 5 Basic. Love to know that. Because we wound up making out pretty okay. Especially since it was pretty straightforward and easy to get the keys, and the paths, for the most part, are also pretty straightforward. I mean, Tier 4 can be a slog, especially if you get, like, Diaper Man or somebody as a boss. Yeah, okay, you're gonna have yourself a bit of a challenge there. But overall, the reward to time investment ratio is phenomenal. How about this for a twist? Instead of you degenning me, I'm a degen you. How about that, Cable? You clown. And there we go. That's a wrap. That's an event, guys. That is an event. Very cool. Alright. That is going to do me for the video then, guys. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for watching the previous couple installments, too. If you haven't already, if you would kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, because all that stuff does help me out immensely, and I do very much appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to be opening up some big 5 stars coming up pretty quick. Be sure to be on the lookout for that. Or if you're watching at some point in the future, check it out on the channel, see how I did. But until next time, everybody, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well all. Bye for now.